Hey ladies, happy Thursday. I decided that instead of going live on the Facebook page, I was just going to record myself and share my screen with you guys so I can walk you through the process of creating your very own custom meal plan. This is something that I do for a lot of my ladies when they first, join the group. But it is kind of nice to know, that you can do this too and that you can modify it and make changes to it as you see fit for your schedule. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk you through the process of creating a meal plan. We got a ton of questions last night about the meal plan and about nutrition for 80-day obsession. So figured this was the best way to do it. And if you have any questions as I am going, through this recording, please post them in the comments, reach out to your coach, and we will be sure to answer those questions for you. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. I am going to start off by sharing the Beachbody On Demand site. This is where you're going to find your nutrition plan. If you haven't done so already, you're going to go to the program materials. You're going to find the starter guide, and then you're going to scroll down to like the third page, and you're going to calculate what your calorie target is for the duration of this program. I've done mine and I already know what plan I am in, but if you don't know what plan you're in, and it definitely could change if you've been doing Lift 4 or 21 Day Fix or a Little Obsessed, be sure to just do this calculation so you are entirely correct with that calculation to ensure that you are eating off the right plan. So do this calculation, get your calorie target, and then scroll down one more time to get your eating plan. I know for me, I am Plan C, so that's what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video, but this can be done and modified with any nutrition plan, no matter what time you're working out. So we are going to go back to the nutrition tab, and we're going to go to Plan C. This is where you're going to find everything you need for your nutrition plan. This happened to me last night on the call. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Let's just see if it'll come. Okay, there we go. All right, so you obviously know which containers are for which food groups. You know what your allotment of containers is per day. It's given right there. And then we talked a little bit last night on the call about the importance of eating these containers in the correct placements. This is how your body can absorb the maximum amount of nutrients from each meal. Autumn, the creator of this program, kind of gave us the best of the best with this. And so I'm trusting the process. I'm going to practice what I preach. I want all of you guys to follow the process as well and trust it. It can be hard to eat that pre-workout meal, but modify your schedule, wake up a little bit earlier, or maybe move the time that you work out. It is extremely important that you fuel your body with some sort of energy before you work out, so I highly recommend following this to a T. And it does kind of help you get those maximum results that you want to see throughout the program. So this is kind of how the Time Nutrition is laid out. You're going to see your pre-workout meal, your post-workout meal, if you're doing the performance line, which I will be showing that in this video because I utilize that. Definitely recommend it. They're great. You can find out more about them under this nutrition tab, which is awesome. But you'll see this is your workout block. This workout block is something that you cannot change around. So what I'm saying is that you can't make this meal your pre-workout meal. You can't make this meal your post-workout meal. The way that it's set up is the way that you need to follow it. So just go with that. It makes it really easy. You're eating the same thing or like the same containers every single day in the same order, which is just really nice. It's a great way to stay organized and to just keep yourself on track. And if you keep scrolling on the nutrition plan, you're going to get some examples of sample meal plans. Your rest day is obviously going to be different than your regular days because you're not utilizing Energize, Recover. So the layout is a little bit different, but it's all right there for you. Refeed day and deplete day, those are going to come with phase 2 and phase 3, so don't worry about those. You're going to have this little menu planner, which is great, but then this is where I really wanted to chat about. This is where you're going to have those workout block examples. So this gives you an example of working out between 7:30 and 8:30. Then you have a midday workout and then an evening workout. And we got a lot of comments and questions saying, well, that doesn't match up with my time, or I can't work out at that time. I have to work out at 6 a.m. versus 7 a.m. And that's fine. You just modify the plan to your schedule, to how you see it best fitting in your day. So that's what I'm going to walk us through right now. I'm going to scroll back up I kind of know this by heart, but I'm going to take you guys through it as well. So I know exactly what my lineup is of containers. Now I'm going to share my whole desktop so you can see my Excel spreadsheet as well. Make this a little bit smaller. For those who are type A, you're really going to appreciate this. I know I am pretty type A, so hopefully this will be of benefit to you as well. I always start off, just titling what it is. I'm going to write Plan C so I know what I'm doing. And then we're just going to go ahead and, oh my gosh, if I could spell, get all the days up on the calendar. I don't know why I said calendar, but whatever it is. Okay, I don't know, I think I put a Q there, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and center all of these. I'm extremely, I gotta do this a certain way. This is how I do it every single time. So bear with me, it's probably gonna take a little bit longer the first go around. I wanna make sure I'm covering everything as well. So pretty much it, that's all I do for that. Okay, I try and keep my schedule the same, mostly Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday differs a little bit. Sundays are gonna be your rest day. If you have to modify that, definitely talk to your coach and they'll get it figured out for you. So here we go. So I wake up at 5 o'clock every morning, and roughly around 5 o'clock, I'm eating my pre-workout meal. So my pre-workout is a red container, a yellow container, green, and a teaspoon. Now, if you're already saying, well, I don't eat anything before I work out, I need something smaller than that, you do have another option, which I will show you here in a bit. But just know that, that's not the only option that you have. So there we go for pre-workout meal. Then about, I don't know, I would probably say around 5:30 most mornings. Sometimes it changes to 6, but I'm just going with a rough estimate of my time. That's when I'm gonna work out. I also will put in my workouts, which we'll go through in just a minute. So each workout is about an hour long. Obviously, some are about 35 minutes, some are 45 minutes. So timing's not going to be exact there. Don't freak out about it. Not a big deal. But I'm just going to put at about 6:30 in the morning, I'm going to have my post-workout. Now, this is where that Recover Shake is going to come in. That is awesome if you blend it up with banana, or you can even just shake it right up in a blender cup, which is great. So I'm going to add that purple because you'll see right here on my meal plan, it says purple with Beachbody Performance Recover, and that is so I can boost my glycogen levels and get those BCAAs from that Recover, which is great for post-workout. So there is my post-workout. Now I'm going to do my post-workout meal, which is about 2 hours. I typically don't eat it until about 9 if I'm not kind of full. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this up here because it's the exact same. So you'll see right here, this is my workout block. So I'm just going to make that orange for right now. Oh my gosh, I forgot to add in Energize. Oops, can never forget to have that. Let's go ahead and insert and just write Energize because that stuff is my liquid gold. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, can't believe I almost forgot it. All right, so there is my workout block. Hello, I'm like all over the place. Not a big deal. Okay, there's my workout block. So that is never gonna change Monday through Friday. And you'll see I'm just gonna literally copy and paste each day. I only do one day at a time. So if I'm gonna be having my post-workout meal at about 9 o'clock, sorry, I'm just gonna write post-workout. Okay, so got my post-workout meal there. All right, well, and I have post-workout here, but All right, so now there is my finished workout block. So if I have that meal at about 9 o'clock, my next meal is going to come at about 12. I try and eat every 3 hours. You really want to try and keep that metabolism boosted. So this is a great way, just to keep yourself on track with, having your meals spaced out correctly. So that's going to be a vegetable, oh my gosh, a fruit, and a protein. And a teaspoon, which I'm just going to copy here. This is where I always put my shake. You should be having your shake towards the more so beginning half of the day. I know a lot of people like to have theirs at night, which is completely fine too. This is typically where my body really wants to have those cravings or get those cravings. So I'm just going to remind myself, hey, that's a great place for your shake. So, and then the blacks are just spaces between meals. So that's not like a different food group. My next meal is going to be at about 3 o'clock. This is going to be my larger meal. And now you'll see on the meal plan, it says option 1, 2, and 3. You can change the order of these around. You just can't change what food groups are in which meal. So for my 3 o'clock meal, I typically like to do option 3. But in the past, I did do option, like I just kept it the way it was. But let's just say you wanted to change it up. And I'm just going to move this over because that is bugging me. Okay, so that's going to be a vegetable, a protein, a carb, and an orange container, which I typically use as like seeds, and a teaspoon. So super easy. There we go. Next meal. So this meal is about 6 o'clock. And if you can't eat every 3 hours, just try your best. It's not like going to make or break you in this program, but just try your best to try to keep them, you know, all within that 3 to 4 hour range. I know everyone's got jobs that may require more of them and they can't eat throughout the day when they want. Just try and, like, you know, if you have to split up the meal, you know, maybe you want to have almonds after you have your shake because you can't eat for another 5 hours or something like that. Whatever it is, talk to your coach, reach out to them. They will help you. For my ladies, I am here to help you as well. And we'll get it all worked out for you because I want you to feel 100% confident with this meal plan, with this nutrition plan, and all of the fun things. So that is pretty much how my day is going to look. As you can see, I totally just mimicked what was on the my nutrition plan. It's super easy. I modified it to what my schedule was, and I didn't even pay attention to this morning plan. Let's see where it is. So this morning plan, it's essentially the same thing. It's just I'm waking up an hour earlier, so everything's going to be an hour earlier. I don't do recharge, not for any specific reason. I just don't buy it. And I do hydrate while I work out. I just didn't put that in there either. But you can tell, you know, it's exactly that same lineup that is followed here, just modified for my schedule. And you would just do the same thing depending on, you know, well, maybe you wake up at 5, but you can't work out until the afternoon, or you can't work out until 5 o'clock. You know, whatever it is, it can all be modified. If you are going through making your meal plan and you need help, or you have questions about it, you know, definitely reach out to your coach because that's what we're here for. This is not supposed to be something that is difficult to do. We want it to be as foolproof as possible for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of the rest day and then what my Saturday kind of looks like. So you already know this is my Monday through Friday. And then my Saturday is going to be a little different. I typically don't wake up until, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Like, let's just say I wake up at 6:30. So my whole entire schedule is going to stay the same. My times are just going to change. So let's just copy and paste that. I'm still going to do the pre-workout, energize. I'm still going to do the recover. But again, my timing is just going to be a little different. So instead of working out at 5:30, I'm probably going to work out around 7. And that's depending on how Knox goes. About 8 o'clock, I'm going to have that post-workout. And probably by 10, I'll have my post-workout meal. And then, you know, maybe I'll have this at 1. And so on and so forth, 4, and then maybe I'll have dinner at 6:30 or 7 p.m. You know, you can modify it. Now we'll go to the rest day. So I'm going to wake up at probably about 7 o'clock, around, I would say 8. I like to just kind of chill my Sunday mornings before church. We'll scroll back up to the rest day meal plan. Again, super, super easy. Everything's still spaced out timing-wise. It's just your order is changed up a little bit. So at 8 o'clock, I'm going to have my shake. I like to have that some mornings before church. It's super easy on the go. And then with church, I mean, I don't get out until about 11. So we'll just say like 11:30 is when I'm going to have my next meal. This is going to be one of those bigger meals. So it's a good time to go out to lunch with family and friends, or just make yourself a good big lunch at the house. So there's that one big meal, and then let's see, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. Right? Yeah. Around, but I'm probably going to eat around 1:30. It's every like 2 to 3 hours, so you can change it up. I'm just going to copy and paste this one because it's pretty much the same thing. The only thing that really changes is this blue container now becomes my orange container. So I have that, and then let's just say 4:30, I'm going to have the same meal that I have post-workout, except it's not post-workout. And then 7:30, I will have my last meal, which is, again, that same setup with the protein, veggie, and carb, and a teaspoon. So as you can see, you're eating, several times throughout the day. It's a good bit of food. Your body is going to need it, so don't be nervous about, how much food it's telling you have to eat. Just trust the process. I know it can be kind of hard, but at least give it a week before you decide, like, hey, this is too much for me, or hey, I need to bump up. We want you to be on the right meal plan. We want you to know that this is something that is going to work for you. And just because you're eating more food does not necessarily mean you're going to be gaining weight. That is not the intention of this program. Our body really does just need that food for fuel. So definitely just take note of that. Don't freak out over eating a little bit more, but at the end of this is kind of what the meal plan looks like. You can see my workout block here. I changed timings a little bit here, still working out in the morning. I'm a morning workout girl. I can't really work out any later than that, just with like working and then, how my day-to-day goes. So this is kind of what it looks like. I just wanted to hop on here. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize how like shiny my face was with this harsh light, but whatever. So I wanted to just share that with you guys. I hope that is helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, reach out to your coach, and we will get it all set up for you. Bye, guys.